grab my grocery cart, and I put the mail in where my kid would normally sit, and I start grocery shopping. I'm putting groceries in there, and all of a sudden I look at the grocery cart, and there's a little man smiling at me. This little miniature man, he's smiling at me. I don't know, he's not really a miniature man, but what he is it's an advertisement on my shopping cart of a State Farm insurance agent. His name is Greg, and I just looked at it. He has a big smile on his face in his advertisement. I pulled my phone out of my pocket. I picked it up. I just called. Good afternoon. Is Greg in? Yes, this is Greg. Greg Todd Falcone. How you doing? Good. What can I do for you? Greg, I'm looking at your smiling face between my tomatoes and my eggs. And he started laughing, as did I. I mean, it was funny, because I literally was looking at his smiling face at that time between my tomatoes and my eggs. And he said, oh, obviously you're seeing my advertisement on the shopping cart. I said, I am. I said, listen, if you're running this advertisement, Greg, it's obvious to me that you're looking to grow your State Farm business. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in the process of expanding one of my companies here. I love working with really quality people. I have a very simple question for you, Greg, and that is, do you at all keep your options open in terms of making any money outside of what you're currently doing as an insurance agent with State Farm? He said, as a matter of fact, I do, Todd. I said, great, I see your office is right around the corner from my house. Is it possible that we get together on Monday or Tuesday of next week? He said, I got time available on Tuesday. I said, morning or afternoon? Morning. I ended up booking an appointment with a guy at 9 o'clock the following Tuesday morning, and I showed up at that meeting, sat there, presented my business to the guy, and signed him up on the spot. One call closed, one meeting closed. Now, it doesn't happen like that all the time, but in that case, it did. Now, okay, now I just reversed for a second, because that meeting actually hasn't happened yet. But it did happen. That's exactly what happened. So I finished my grocery shopping. Now I'm driving home, and I pulled the 3 business cards out of my pocket while I'm driving home, and I make the phone call. The first one was a personal fitness trainer. I think it was Brandy. Hi, is Brandy in? Yes, this is Brandy. Brandy Todd Falcone here in Seattle. How you doing? Good. What can I do for you, Brandy? I just grabbed your business card off of the coffee shop in Pine Lake Estates. Like, great. Are you interested in personal fitness training service? I said, I work out all the time. Obviously, if you're putting your card up there, you're looking to grow your business. I'm an entrepreneur. I love working with super sharp people. Just have a very simple question for you. That is, do you and I'll keep your options open in terms of making any money outside of what you're currently doing as a personal fitness trainer? By the time I got home, I had Pete, the realtor, the State Farm agent, and 3 other people. I ran errands, and I introduced 5 people to my business while I was running errands. When most people just drive to run their errands, don't even see that stuff, and it's right in front of you. Why is it right? You're not seeing it because you're not busy. You're not thinking, is that an opportunity? Tonight, tomorrow, next time you go out, you're going to look tomorrow. You're going to see it for sale sign. You're going to go, oh, wow, oh. Falcone made me aware. Now it's up to me to initiate. And that script, if you noticed, the script that I just read to you, which I didn't read because I've obviously read it a couple hundred times, not a couple thousand times or more, is learnable. Do you at all keep your options open in terms of making any money outside of what you're currently doing in the blank profession? And you guys, you know what? You can do this anywhere. You can do this locally in your backyard. You can do this nationally. You can do it internationally. You can do it wherever you want to do it. These are people that you can find in your backyard. You can find them everywhere. You can find people, if you want to, you love Scottsdale and you want to go build your business in Scottsdale. Well, cool, you can go build your business in Scottsdale. You can, I want to go find people in Scottsdale. I'll show you exactly where to find them. These individuals are easy to find. It's not just realtors. It's not just insurance agents. It's not just financial planners and mortgage brokers. It's people that are in different career categories that already do what we do in network marketing. They're just doing it someplace else. This works on every major continent. I've got people literally on every major continent that are using this method, and it is, it's funny because I didn't want to teach this. This was never something I was like, I'm not teaching this. When I started really hitting it with professionals, my mouth was shut. Other than the professionals I was talking to, I didn't really tell anybody. And you can thank my friend Anthony for bringing it out, because it was his literal begging, and I'm not kidding. He was begging, he just begging, God, teach it to me, teach it to me, teach it to me, please. I mean, I just finally got to the point, I'm like, dude, fine. And it was that, and then I ended up getting went to the U.S. Department of Labor's website, and I looked at the different career categories that that I was calling on, and realized that, oh my goodness, there's so many millions of people moving in and through these different career categories that match the criteria that we're looking for in network marketing, that I can't fish out this pond. You can't fish out the pond. So I decided to start teaching on it. And now I've got literally more people asking me, teach this. I mean, literally almost every seminar I go to, I'm at least covering recruiting professionals to some extent, because you guys, what are you looking for, right? I mean, you're looking for people that can do what we do. And for you and for me and for, I don't know how long you've been involved in network marketing. We got a huge group of people tonight. Some of you might be brand new. Some of you might have been around for a while, but you get to a point where you're like, hey, you either just kind of go, okay, you realize through trial and error in the school and the University of Hard Knocks that talking to negative, broke, grumpy people just isn't fun. And when you go talk to people like this, it makes prospecting fun. And knowing, and if you remember the first thing that I said tonight, that prospecting is the most important activity and is the single most important thing that leads to revenue in this business. If that's the case, and if we have to do a fair amount to a lot of prospecting, doesn't it make sense to make it fun, to make it enjoyable, to make it so you're giggling your way through the day? I mean, I got to tell you, literally, if you were in my office and followed me around and you watched me for like several hours prospecting, you were like, oh my gosh, this guy is a nutcase. He's a goofball. Now, I don't think I'm psychotic or crazy, but when I'm prospecting, I will literally laugh my way through the day. Versus, what are you like when you're prospecting? Are you, I gotta grind my way through the day? Oh, I gotta do the numbers. I mean, that's just, you know what? Knowing that that's the thing that you're going to be doing more than anything else, might be a good idea to start, getting some pleasure out of it. And that's really kind of one of my main goals as a trainer and as an educator in this business is to, make it more fun and because if you're going after broke, grumpy, yucky people all the time, it's not really enjoyable. But when you start going after really quality people, things begin to change. And anybody that, that's in a position where they, I don't care how new you are to network marketing, you can do, this kind of recruiting. And if you're tired of people that say and never do, I mean, I don't know about you, don't you love that when you get all these talkers, oh, I'm going to make you a bunch of money, or they say that they're going to show up or do something. If you're tired of the people that say and never do, if you're ever getting frustrated with with idiotic people that waste your time, I can promise you this, that if you begin implementing this method, what you're going to feel is a massive sense of relief, as well as seeing seeing good quality people enter your downline and your check begin to grow. It's like,